Hey, what's going on, everybody? I kind of want to talk to you guys about my Legion Go. I've spent about 2 weeks with it, roughly, right about now. And I kind of want to compare it because I've pretty much owned the Steam Deck. I've had the ANEO 2, I have the ROG Ally, and now I have this. I ended up selling my ANEO 2, but I did order a ANEO Kun, which should be here hopefully the first week, if not second week of December. But yeah, I'll be definitely making some videos on that. But I just wanted to let you guys know how I've been feeling about the Legion Go. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed at first, but it needs a lot of software updates. The software just doesn't run well on Windows right now, at least. At least not compared to the oops, bump that real quick. At least to the ROG Ally, the armor crate. But Legion Space is alright. Can't say it's terrible. At least right now, it's still pretty early in its life cycle. But I mean, I've been enjoying it. Not gonna lie, the screen looks great. It really does look great in person. It looks better than the ROG Ally. I'm not sure how different the screens are, but the size of this screen definitely makes a big difference. And I've been enjoying it. Not gonna lie, I've had it for the first 4 days. I was like, yeah, I'm probably return it. I really don't like it all that much, but I gave it a second chance. They sent out an update, and that fixed a little bit of the issues with what was going on. But there's still some bugs. So when you try to open up, so when you push this button here, it opens up this, so that you can do all your TDP, your brightness, resolution, stuff like that. Pretty much what you can do with the other handhelds. There's no need for me to try to explain all that. But one of the things I've been trying to use is the monitoring to check my frame rate and stuff like that. It will not work. I'm not sure if it's something that I'm not doing right, but I mean, it's just a on and off type of thing. I'm not sure if there's something specific that I actually have to do. So that's one of the issues that I'm having right now. And there's times where you're in the game, no matter what you're playing. Um, if you either try to open Legion Space or you try to open up your TDP window right here, the game will just crash. It just doesn't sync well with Windows at the moment. And on the bright note, when it comes to how this feels in your hand, it feels great. I love the feeling of the Legion Go in my hand. I have pretty big hands. I'm not saying I got huge hands, but like when I'm holding the ROG Ally, I'm not saying that this isn't comfortable. This is alright. It feels good in the hand, but when it comes to the grips in the back, it's just, yeah, these things are just pitiful in my opinion. Like, I get it, they didn't want to bolster it too much, but it's enough. It's enough. But man, for me, there's just times where I'm kind of like just moving my hand side to side trying to get comfortable. But these grips on this thing are just great. I really do like them. They're very reminiscent of the Steam Deck. Um, as you can see, the fingerprint magnet is insane. But man, a lot of people were talking about this stand. It really is sturdy. It's built very well. All right, so there's another couple of problems I've been having with this. So I tried to play Diablo 4, and I haven't had any issues with all the games I played so far. So basically, all the games you see here that I have installed on it, all run okay. I still haven't played Monster Hunter. Pretty much everything else runs just fine as they should. But I downloaded Battle.net, and I was trying to play Diablo 4. When you get into the game, the controls just don't want to work. They just don't sync with the game. Like, it'll work for like maybe 5 seconds, and then you push start or something to try to navigate some settings. I was trying to work with graphic settings, and then I just couldn't do anything. it would just open up my inventory every time I would push pause. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done with the Legion Go software and how it syncs in with Windows. And one of the things that I even talked to my friends about at work, I didn't think I was gonna enjoy being able to remove these controllers. So I really didn't think I was gonna take these off and be like, okay, I wanna play some games and just, you know what I mean, take these off. But I'm gonna let you guys know right now that kind of really changed my mind. So I was using this at work, and then I was getting kind of tired of leaning forward at my desk. So I was like, oh dang, you know what? I'm gonna just remove the controllers and see how that feels. It's very comfortable. I mean, these controllers are a bit light. They feel light, and these back buttons feel kind of cheap in my opinion. And you kind of, well, not so much on the left one, but I feel like you can feel like a spring. I'm not sure how to describe that other than saying it feels like a spring. But yeah, these are very comfortable to hold by themselves and just be able to play. Some people say these corners dig into their hands. I personally don't have that problem when I'm holding it. There's that gap. I'm not sure how it's looking on camera, but I'm not doing this. It's kind of holding it like that. There's about like a quarter of an inch between my hand and the corner of the controller. So personally, I don't have that problem. But yeah, these things are very fun to use separated from the device itself. So if you want to lean back in your chair, you're tired of leaning forward, this is a very great option. And the way they hook up is kind of weird at first. So when you put these on, it's going to be a little bit lower, and it's not going to be lined up very well. And let's see if I can even guess a weird angle that I'm in. So you connect it there, and then you just push up, and then it locks in place. I'm going to try to do this live on camera, so if I look terrible, oh well. And then I had to tweak a couple settings. Games were not running well at all, even though it has the same chip as the Z1 Extreme, as in the Ally. So I would try to play anything and it would just run terrible compared to the Ally, and I was kind of puzzled as to why it's the same chip. Obviously, Asus is not going to tell Lenovo, okay, here, tune it this way. They're a competitor, so I'm sure they're not going to give them their secret sauce as to how to tune the chip itself. But I ended up going into the BIOS for the Legion Go. I switched the measly 3 gigabytes of VRAM from the 16 that the device has, and I switched it to 8. I know that's not ideal, but I mean, I really don't use Windows all that much for anything special, so I figured might as well just put 8 into VRAM. And then I turned on, so when you go to Adrenaline and I would, like, for example, Outriders, I turned on Radeon Super Resolution. Makes the games look great. In particular, Outriders just looks amazing on this device. Yeah, you guys, I really got nothing super negative to say about the device. Like I said, there needs to be a lot of updates. Kind of like how the Steam Deck, when it first released, it just went through a plethora of updates within the first week. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay and then we'll go from there. These are pretty much the settings that I'm running with. So I have it at 800p, but with that Radeon Super Resolution, it looks like 1920 by 1200. So it looks very nice. And then these are pretty much the graphical settings that I have on there. A mix of medium low. I pretty much put what I care about at medium, and then the stuff I really didn't care too much about on low. So that's pretty much for that. And then I really hope you guys can see it on screen, but it runs very smoothly. I wish I could have the FPS up top, but I can't. Like I said before, you guys, taking these controllers off was kind of a big, not so much of something that I cared too much about, but I actually really enjoy playing like this. It's hard to aim with this camera in my face. That was a little bit of Outriders, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of Destiny 2. Alright, so pretty much I couldn't show you guys Destiny 2. Servers are pretty much down at the moment, but I'll be making more gameplay videos for other games and testing them out, see how they run. But final thoughts for this device is, due to how the grips feel and the detachable controllers, I really don't believe that I'm saying that, because at first it's something I didn't find myself interested in at all, but it's turning out to be one of my favorite features. I did try FPS mode, but I'm not a fan of that at the moment. It definitely needs some updates. The reason I gravitate more towards this device rather than my ROG Ally is, one, the screen, two, the grips. I just feel more, I don't know, it's just more fun. It's hard to describe. I know it's the same chip. There's literally no difference between the two devices. Probably the Ally runs a little bit better just because it's optimized better. But in terms of major differences, there's really none, other than the software and how it runs on each device. But I do recommend this to anybody who's interested, because it's fun. I really do like it. But that's pretty much my basic thoughts, basic opinion on this device. I can make a video that goes more in depth, but I wanted to keep this one short. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys want to see anything specific or have questions, please comment them below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.